Seems a little risky, but okay.
Tacos don't smell like that.
What kind of nipples are we talking about?
I'm uncomfortable.
What's on everybody's mind? I think we all have the same thing on our mind, and that is why we had to take our first episode down ever so briefly.
And where is episode 2?
Yeah, and where is episode 2 that we
recorded?
Well,
we were begged and ordered at the same time to scrap that episode entirely and to never push it out.
Yeah. I mean, you get pestered and called crying for 6 fucking hours in one day because somebody suddenly dropped their balls. I mean, obviously we're addressing the former fourth on our show. Didn't last very long, thank God for that. We only had to deal with this bullshit for one episode. I blame myself for even having to do that. But
why are you going to make so many bad decisions?
You know what? My bad decisions...
That's usually my department.
Yeah. That was not a good decision on my part. I really I thought he would work out better. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, hoping that he would be interesting on the show at the very least, because his energy and his enthusiasm convinced me that he actually wanted to take this seriously and be a part of this podcast. And I know that being a part of this podcast is not a huge fucking deal overall, but it is for us. I mean,
it is when you've spent, so much time in preparation and weeks doing post-production for someone just to kind of like, hey, all that work that you've put in and learning how to do that work, you just throw all that away.
Yeah.
Or when you've edited a whole episode and then he comes up and says, hey, I know you haven't edited the episode yet. You go ahead and scrap it. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I guess.
Well, if it had just been don't put out the first one, it would have almost been okay. Yeah. But it's like you already got the one out, and it's the only fucking one we have for people to experience because, hell, we're still new at this. And
this whole podcasting thing is just new in general,
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's a brand new medium.
No one does it.
But he, him calling me and texting me, getting me out of bed for one, I was pissed off about that. But him just basically begging me, and you two also, that we needed to get rid of the first episode because he was on it. Let's ignore the fact completely that he didn't say anything of fucking merit.
There was no contribution there. It was just, hey, I participated. I sat next to some guys that said some naughty words and did some potty humor. So my career is over. The Senate confirmation hearings will not go my way.
Yes.
Because I sat next to guys that said naughty words.
Yeah, you're never making state rep, Corey.
Yes. I know I will never make Attorney General now because I am associated with this fucking podcast.
How dare you, sir?
I know. I mean, it's terrible. To catch everybody up, he begged us to disassociate him with the podcast because he was not even really given any kind of information that would lead him to think that this is going to affect him negatively in the future. He was just given a cautionary statement.
Yeah, somebody told him, be careful what you say.
Oh my
God, my life is over.
Yeah, not that you said anything bad, just be careful what you say in the future. Because realistically, what he said on the first episode, and that's all that anybody has to reference, was basically nothing. I mean,
he said he was uncomfortable.
That was his biggest contribution, was him saying he was uncomfortable. But I didn't even know he said that.
If I had been the one that showed in blackface going off on some crazy anti-Semitic tirade that had to be edited out of the show, then I would be upset too. But we told him we cut all that shit out.
Yeah, it was edited out.
He knows that wasn't part of it. That wasn't going to be published.
No, that was it. I mean, it was nothing about that first episode was anything remotely controversial. I mean, I guess
not even a little bit.
He was probably upset that he showed up in blackface and said all that stuff, and then you said you were going to cut it out, and he was like, "Why'd I waste all this money on this?" Then?
I would say he was.
Which is dumb because face paint doesn't cost a lot. It's not like he bought the audio system.
Well, he upgraded. He didn't use shoe polish, thank God, because that would have been too much. But I wasn't very comfortable with his appearance.
Well, he's the one who actually outwardly stated he was uncomfortable, and I was talking, and it's really hard to talk over me, so
You don't say.
Yeah, I was not even aware that he said it until like the third or fourth time I'd listened to it through, because I'm big about listening over and over to try and improve what we do. Well,
I mean, no, for improvement,
That's it. I want to.
We don't care about our numbers.
Well, I mean, for the first episode, if 5 people who weren't us actually watched it, I'd be happy.
It was more than that.
It was actually more than that. I was very pleased, and according to Buzzsprout, our next episode is going to get even more viewers, which I'm fine with.
Thank you, Buzzsprout.
Yeah, good for them. Thank you.
Their estimator likes to give us encouragement, so that way we'll keep paying them.
Yes. Yeah.
You're gonna do better next time, I promise.
Yeah. But realistically, it's like I think he was referencing. I mean, we can go over what we said on it. Like, we start out with a Brittany Griner argument, which went on forever and really never reached a point where it got even remotely controversial. We didn't say anything except for maybe a couple of jokes that hadn't been said 100 times before by countless fucking...
Yeah, we're kind of hacks. We kind of ran with somebody else's shit.
I don't know. I feel like we hit new ground where we were talking about the fact that they didn't give her a chance to sell weapons, and that maybe they should have done that before the trade. Well, they could have had a...
Yeah, that's true. Where I said she could have made great money over in Russia as a midnight cryptid, stealing Ukrainian kids out of their beds at night. Aside from those two things, that was very tame, and honestly, I don't think he said anything.
We talked about murdering people that were down on their luck.
Well, we'll get to that.
Because we absolutely took
They're
that
not down on their luck. They weren't down on their luck. They were homeless.
Yeah, they were downtrodden, to say the very least.
That's way down on their luck.
So, yeah. Stop
buying drugs. Maybe you'll have some money to afford stuff.
That's it. It's like, to me...
How dare you, sir?
That is the only thing we said that could be remotely taken as controversial, and it's just a fucking stupid gag that we do.
He stood up for the homeless people too. He incorrectly said they weren't all on drugs.
Incorrectly.
He got pissy with you. It was like, why do you assume they're all on drugs? They're homeless. So matter of factly, it's like, fuck you and the homeless.
Which they would if you offered them some drugs.
Yeah.
Or maybe even like $5.
Or both. No telling what they do for both. But I mean,
Here, hold this bag of cobras.
That's it. How can you say that somebody's going to take it seriously when the first weapon suggested in this game is a bag of fucking cobras? I
stand by that.
Yeah, Corey doesn't seem to stand by that a lot.
No, you can't say you stand by that because you wanted to change your weapon of choice before the end of the conversation.
Well, now I stand by it.
No, you wanted to change it to another homeless man. But if you used a homeless man to kill another homeless man, who's the winner? Like
the audience.
The audience, yes.
Me?
I mean, it's not like you can look at the hunt the homeless bit and say, it's like, well, these guys are fucking being serious. It's not like we can actually go out there and
these guys are obviously encouraging murder.
We cannot legally go out there and do this.
Well, yeah, we can't legally.
Although I'll be real, for yours, if you're just out there throwing ham sandwiches in the street, I don't think
totally afford that.
You know, the cops might come up and ask you what you're doing, and then when you're just like, I'm doing a bit for internet, they'll be like, okay, well, just make sure you pick up the sandwiches afterwards. You can't be littering. And you're like, okay,
I'll go a step further with mine. Not only am I too lazy to actually hunt the homeless, I'm too poor to buy cobras.
Well, it's not like
I feel like cobras are actually. I feel like cobras are probably really affordable. Actually, I mean, I only recently, thanks to, and this is kind of dated, but when the Tiger King thing came out. Mm-hmm. And it came out that it's like, oh wait, a tiger is only $2,000. Yeah, I can afford that.
I remember seeing the memes that say that.
Unless you're dumpster diving at Walmart like they were always doing, you're looking at $1,000 a week to feed it though.
Yeah.
Well, if
Unless you have homeless people in your area.
If
Well, the
I
losers
could,
are the homeless.
you know, if I cut down on some stuff, there could be some squirrels outside. So
There are no squirrels
don't
outside.
worry, that joke will hit better next week.
Yeah, you'll get that after the next episode.
Or
Spoiler alert: we recorded these out of order, but
Yeah.
they're all over the place.
Yeah, that's the way we work.
with Corey and Sean.
But also, just think of how much the production of a show like Hunt the Homeless would cost. We could never afford that.
What do you mean? How much could it cost? Your phone camera is
Tens of
You got to buy
Tens of
you got to buy
dollars.
cameras.
You have a
and-
phone. Your phone is better than like a camera
Okay.
from like the year
Yeah, but
2005.
there's really no production value on phone videos of homeless people standing in front of a bus eating a sandwich.
Trying to eat a sandwich.
Until the bus
Like,
shows
they're
up.
just fucking, yeah, they're
Look at
standing
this
there
delicious sandwich.
enjoying their sandwich. It's
They stop and they're like, "This is mayonnaise."
like, oh, fucking tomatoes, bam. Like, they don't appreciate anything. That's why they just got hit by a bus. And then there's a fucking group of kids just screaming and like cheering. They were on the bus that got one.
And then there's a 4 foot.
I'm gonna be on TV, Mom.
Then there's a 4 foot tall guy with a tattooed on hairline, cowering in the corner, bawling and crying. What if somebody finds out that I know you people that said this?
Oh no.
I know I said it was bad, but I disagreed with you. But by proxy, I'm a Nazi.
I'm associated with you, and I have to disassociate myself with you. It's terrible. What else did we talk? I don't even remember what the fuck we talked. Like, okay, the COVID, as
All the
you put
COVID
it, the
balloon
COVID
led
balloon.
into.
The captivating story that was.
Hey, but that
That we
led
discussed
into
twice,
his.
two separate times.
Well,
because
here's the
remember, we had to
thing.
circle back.
Here's the thing
To
that
please
led
Sean.
into the uncomfortable part.
Yeah. When we talked about the color of the balloon, and I think I even fucking said pink to begin with, and then it was, well, if it was black, it wouldn't have made it out of California. It's like,
Because the police would have gone up there and shot it down.
that's it. It's not even a fucking racist joke. It's basically a joke about cops shooting black people, which
It's a joke about people being racist and not about.
that's
racist.
it. It's a fucking gag. It's a little more than a knock joke.
It's not even something that people would be like, "Oh no!" It's like, "No, California, yeah, no."
Yeah.
I've read history.
That checks out.
then what I talked about the police unit in Memphis that was supposed to be solving gang violence problems, and all they were doing was beating the shit out of black people, and they killed that guy.
That was all kind of brushed over in the
That's
episode anyway. It
was
wasn't.
nothing of merit at all. It's like nothing we said could even possibly be taken as, well, these guys are being serious. They're fucking hate speeching it. And if you're associated with this, you're never gonna fucking make it in government. Pal.
I'm thinking it was basically a, well, you've been recorded on a thing that is not G-rated.
Yeah, and I mean,
Oh my God!
Don't you know?
12 people are gonna hear this.
I was thinking of getting my hair cut like that, but I don't know about that now.
Well, if you don't want that, I would suggest a tattooed hairline.
Yeah, that's always, and make sure it gets good and botched too. I mean, I naturally have a patch right here that grows in, but I didn't have somebody put that there on purpose.
My problem is mine splits right up the fucking middle. It's like I got two lines right here, and then it's fucking bald as hell right up the middle. It's like, damn it, it couldn't look any dumber.
Yeah, I don't got that problem.
Yeah, we know.
Maybe that's what it was. He got his tattooed hairline botched with that little patch that's off center. Maybe he's mocking me.
Maybe. Well,
That son of a bitch.
time for payback. We're in the right area.
We're gonna come near you and say potty humor.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna come near him. Whoa.
Well, if you got the right position, you come near him. He'll lap it up happily.
You have to come near him because he's waist high.
Well, it's easier to go right over his head.
Impossible.
Like, yeah, it's better down his back. Over his head, down his back.
Hey!
Hey! Oh God. Yeah, he was. I forgot he did try when I actually introed. and he tried to be like the wacky guy there for a second. But again, the wacky guy, that was the energy and enthusiasm he had leading up to the fucking show. And it's not like he didn't have the energy. I mean, he was just boring. I mean, he's fucking dull. He
could have worked. Like, if he'd have stuck with it, he could have worked it in.
What, the wacky?
Or he could have said, "Sorry guys, I'm out," and leave well enough alone.
That would have been either way. And
but then we would have had to talk about something else this episode.
You have to pull your episode, and you have to scrap everything that you've got for the next one.
That's what pisses me off. I mean,
fuck that.
You
don't upload me in blackface.
Yeah, you two did all the work on that one. Not as far as editing goes, y'all were out the fucking time and all that shit. And I just honestly, I felt fully fucking responsible for it because it was my
because you
choice.
were fully responsible for
That's
it.
what I'm saying. It was my fucking call to have him on the show, and I was fooled by his fucking energy and enthusiasm, and I honestly thought he had a bigger fucking set of balls than what he did, even though I knew goddamn well he
You
did.
knew there were no balls there.
Yeah, I know. It was just chicken shit overall, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we're just getting this out here so we can get it out of our fucking system and move on past him and get to more fun conversations like talking squirrels and WNBA and
heads in the
boxes.
dryer and
Yeah, laundry humor.
sorting our laundry.
Again, tune in the next 2 weeks for some
This will
good
all make
quality
sense
content.
later.
Yeah, once you see all the episodes, it's all going to make sense. And don't forget to tune in to Kid Free Weekends with Ashley and Shane. It's also fun.
Another plug. Yes, definitely.
I'm getting good at that plugs. If only I was good at podcasting.
But hey, you know what?
Hey, you'll get there. You'll get there.
Aren't you plugging this show and that show?
Yeah,
You better
So
be.
there you go. So,
yeah, absolutely.
As long as they go both ways, we're good.
I got both ways.
Although I don't think you got a plug in. I know you got them in one of the episodes.
I didn't do it in the last episode because I was so captivated by our guest.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it slipped my mind.
Yeah, well, there's always next time. Honestly, though, you don't really want that fucking plug to be in there with that fun shit. It's like that was great.
I don't care who watches our show as long as they watch it.
That's it. As long as I get those views, I'm happy. So, yeah, I mean, that is what it is. But I think we're going to be better without him dragging the fucking show down.
I thought that before, but okay.
Yes, I know. I was wrong. I get it.
See, Shane, this is what we get for not speaking out and saying what we think beforehand. We're like, well, it's Corey's doing the thing. We'll let him do it.
Yeah.
Corey's the producer. He's going to fucking do it anyway.
He wouldn't make bad decisions.
Yes, I would. You know, don't you even fucking think that anybody would believe it when you say, I wouldn't make bad decisions.
We actually thought the opposite, but we're like, oh,
I thought the other two was good decisions, so I'm...
Those worked out through no fault of your own.
I know, I'm 2 for 3. No, the one was mine, because we worked at it. But yeah, we'll be better.
You worked at it. You put a bunch of work into that. Your time and
As
your
far as
effort and
rehearsal?
your creativity and everything. Then that's going to have to be scrapped. We can't publish that.
Oh, shit, we're going to have to throw it away.
You sacrifice time and effort for that, so that has to. There's no way that can be released.
Honestly,
if you all don't see a
truly
new
what pisses me
podcast
off.
episode in the next week, just know that that's what happened.
Yeah. It's like that honestly is what truly pissed me off about the whole fucking thing is just for fucking reasons of being a chicken shit human being. It's like, well, yeah, I got to throw away your work and all that stuff because I don't want to potentially get in trouble for something I didn't say or have anything to do with in the future. It's like, dude, fuck off.
I realize that you spent hours and hours and hours at YouTube University School of Film to try to figure out how to edit this shit, but never release it.
Well, another thing that bothered me about his begging us to take that first episode down was
The crying.
Well, obviously the fucking it's a grown man crying.
A half-grown man crying.
Okay, you're right, a half grown man crying. But it was the urgency in which he basically approached me like, yeah, this guy has a gun to one of my children's head, and he's going to pull the trigger if that's not taken down immediately. And then, come to find out there was no fucking urgency to it whatsoever other than I'm a chicken shit, and I don't want to even risk.
Oh, dude, see,
the people that he was scared of listening to it and taking it wrong fucking loved it. They all given compliments.
Every damn one of them was amused by that show, and honestly, the fact that everybody I talked to about it actually enjoyed the show is why I had to put it back up. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking screw us over because he's a chicken shit. It's like, it's going back up because, fuck him. He don't dictate what goes on this fucking show. It's our show, not his. And if he doesn't want to be a part of it, because that's actually a couple of them asked him why, if he was still going to be doing it. He's like, no, I had to disassociate myself. I was like, you know what? Go fuck yourself, Junior. We don't need you.
Go
anyway.
astral project.
It's like, okay, in the Forbidden episode, once that comes out, depending on how it's edited and dubbed, you're going to hear an incredibly long, dull, fucking boring story. Sean loved it.
It sounded... Actually... I would rather listen to Cats in Heat for that entire 6-minute story.
That's it. Sean enjoyed...
See, if you'd have caught me like a year ago, we could have done that.
Well, yeah.
But they're fixed now, so...
Well, Sean enjoyed the content of it. And even Sean has come to admit that though the content was fine.
Yeah, I like the content.
The content was fine. Mm-hmm. The content was not the fucking problem.
But that delivery.
Fucking dull, endless delivery. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? We seriously just wasted fucking 6 minutes of airtime on this fucking story. And he actually had the nerve to say, well, I don't want to make it too long. Yeah. Sorry, my attention span already ran off the road and smashed into a telephone pole. I'm laying there bleeding, and you're still babbling on about this fucking story. And I'm like, and then I followed it up with a story about a fucking casket ride in the Moundsville prison.
Yeah.
Not the greatest story, but I can deliver it in a way that it was more entertaining. And he just...
And you didn't exactly drag it out like the other.
That's it. It's like it's like when he was telling that fucking story. It's like, I know I have a point that I'm trying to get to. I just don't know how to fucking get there.
Yeah.
And it's like, we don't need every little fucking detail. Ooh, it's a bouncy ball. Big fucking deal.
Yeah, nobody fucking cares.
It's like, ooh, her name was Susie Bell. I'm sorry, I already quit listening. It's like, yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah. But again, the content was fine. It's just the fucking delivery. And then it's like, as far as him wanting to disassociate himself with this show, it's like, I don't want anybody on this fucking show who's not willing to be accountable for everything.
If you're not willing to have your reputation ruined by us, don't come on the show.
You say that like I had a reputation that couldn't be ruined before I got here.
It's like, not like I have any shame. But I mean, the whole
it's like,
fucking...
that's why I'm here.
Like, the whole fucking thing is, don't fucking get on a goddamn podcast if you're not willing to stand behind everything you fucking say.
Yeah.
Because that's just you being a fucking chicken shit. And in this case, other people are affected by your fucking chicken shit nature, and you just need to stay the fuck indoors and continue sucking dick all the way to the top.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. I mean, we're past it. Fuck him. He's no longer part of the show.
I wonder...
And we just needed this as a therapeutic...
You won't fuck him.
I wonder how much management cum has gotten stuck into that beard.
God damn. I don't know, but I bet he spends a lot in conditioner. Ugh. Yeah.
Maybe that's what I do need. Maybe I need some conditioner for my beard, because mine gives me issues.
Well, yeah, maybe. What kind of issues?
I don't know, but you need to hurry up and lose some of that hair, because I'm totes jelly that you're not bald.
I'll cut it short, and then I'll make a really poorly made wig out of it and bring it to you, and you can wear it around work.
I would appreciate that.
Oh, you're gonna do, what is that fucking program where they shave your head and make wigs for cancer kids?
Locks of Love?
Locks of Love, that's it. Yeah. Great program, but I mean, honestly, I think that would be a wonderful wig. But you'd have to do the beard too, because I think that would just...
Well, he's already got one, so...
No, I meant for the cancer kids. Make them feel
beard
really...
for the
kids don't want beards.
I don't know about that. If you told some 16-year-old that it's like, hey man, we know that you can't grow hair. Here's a beard. He'd probably be like,
we know that you're not going to be around long enough to be able to grow a beard, so we're going to provide you one right now.
Come on, guys, you're making me uncomfortable.
Sorry, if you guys want this whole episode scrapped because something off color was said, then I totally understand.
You mentioned kids with cancer not enjoying or having time to enjoy their beards.
Wait till I have everything finished and ready to upload, then ask me.
No, wait till we upload it. Like, I'm going to wait till we upload it, and like, we got to get rid of that. I mean, that's just unacceptable.
Yeah, we can't have that. That's just...
No. Yeah, this whole episode is done for fucking therapy.
Inappropriate.
I love it. Yeah.
Inappropriate.
Like, where we had to fucking do it to get it out of our goddamn system. This episode is more for us than it is probably listeners.
We hope you enjoyed it then.
But we ain't pulling it down for fucking nobody.
Yeah, no, this is definitely not coming down. And actually, what's funny, just as fucking torture him, did I tell you that, what I did? Or did I tell you? I didn't tell you.
You ain't telling nobody right now.
Facebook. Mm-hmm. I blocked him from our actual Facebook just to get that fucking paranoia rolling in his head.
That's beautiful.
Like, I wonder what they're posting on there about me.
Well, you know what's going on, don't you?
What?
They took the whole thing down. They took the show off social media. I shut that whole shit down. That's what happened.
You think he did?
I would say that's in there.
I would.
I don't know
Well, he'll be thinking that until this episode comes up and someone talks to him about it.
Yeah, I can't.
And then he'll be like, "Wait, what?"
Well, I mean, everybody that actually talked to us about, or talked to me about it, I said there's a distinct possibility this whole episode is going to be him getting shit talked. It's like, because we're all pissed. I wasn't at first.
We've even shown
just like it's him being chicken shit him. But
we've even showed parts of the Forbidden episode to several people, and they laughed their asses off.
They laughed their fucking ass off.
Yeah.
I mean, without fail. Like, without fail, they see it, they fucking laugh. And they also give us their input on it, and it's always... I've gotten nothing
it's
but
all
positive.
Yeah.
Every fucking bit of it's positive. And every person I've talked to is like, he has no... And they just talking about the first episode, it's like he said nothing that would ever be used against him. But... in just the fucking possibility that one day in 40 fucking years he's up for election or some shit like that, somebody's going to bring it out that somebody talked about killing fucking homeless people with cobras and ham sandwiches.
And we'll do it again.
Well, we could if we could afford it. Goddamn cobras.
I've been
Cobras
talking about
ain't
it.
cheap, man.
I'm going to Google how much a cobra is. You all keep going.
You got to import that shit from like India or somewhere. Yeah.
You got to get the guy with the whistle going back and forth so it doesn't strike you.
Yeah. And then you got to train him to stay in the bag.
Yeah. Together and not bite each other.
And it's probably a good idea to invest in a glove to pull it out of the bag with.
I don't recall anybody saying anything about getting a glove. You just got to reach in there barehanded.
Okay.
That's where the adventure is involved in
Okay.
this. Seems risky, but okay.
Well, you know, at least my weapon had the potential of killing me.
Yeah. There was a definite danger in the use of your weapon.
In fairness, though, your weapon also had a potential to kill me.
Yeah.
I love sandwiches.
Yeah. Yes, us portly gentlemen.
It's like, is that corned beef? Oh.
No, it was ham. It's all ham. I wasn't throwing out or shelling out for corned beef.
Honey roasted.
I mean, if you just wanted a venomous snake, you can get...
No. It had to be
It
cobra.
How'd
has
you
to
go,
be
Bruce?
cobras.
I like the hoods. I like my snakes uncircumcised.
It can't be just any venomous snake because he did specify cobras.
Where's fucking cobras? Sort price low to high. Let's go.
Your Google skills are lacking.
Yeah. Get Cynthia in here.
Are you on Bing?
No.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, probably search high to low, probably.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Moving on.
He's doing the tech.
250. $250 is the most expensive one for
$250
$250. Not
a
only
cobra.
for a spitting cobra even.
What?
So you got range in there too. Yeah,
No
$250.
shit. Well, I don't have 250, but I'm going to need a bag full of them.
Think about this though. For
Bro, you can get this circumcised.
I don't want a circumcised McGregor's pit viper. I want a goddamn cobra.
yeah,
No, I was talking about this one that looked like a penis.
Oh yeah, well, he's out of stock though. I don't want one on back order. These homeless people are multiplying.
But think about it this way: for the cost of 3 cobras, you can go see the Indiana Fever every home game courtside for 5 years for the exact same amount of money.
I think the cobras are more interesting.
Fuck yeah! I
They're like,
definitely
he
favor the cobra.
spits.
Yeah. Oh my god. So, is there anything else we would like to say addressing the situation we were forced into? But we've since remedied.
Not really. I don't have anything else to say about it except that was stupid on our part to go along with that nonsense.
I really agree.
And I'm glad that we're undoing the damage that he tried to do.
Yeah, I mean, we were stupid for going along with it. I was doubly stupid for ever thinking that it was going to be anything other than a pain in the ass.
Well, the way he made it sound like, well, we're all going to be fired. And I'm like, wait, what?
That's it. It's like, yeah, the urgency in which he was bringing it at us, I couldn't fucking... I can't believe we even thought that it was on the level at all. So, Sean, you got anything else to say on this?
I guess since we used them, if you want to purchase a poisonous reptile to kill homeless people with, you can check out Underground Reptiles on the internet.
Bit off topic. We were just kind of trying to
Underground Reptiles.
I just want to go. I want to give credit in case somebody's like, you know what, $250 seems reasonable. I would also like a spitting cobra.
I'm sorry, did they pay us for that plug?
I mean, we plug them if they get some stuff and some,
Oh,
if you
okay.
all purchase one, tell them you heard it on this podcast and that they should do ads with us.
Okay,
Don't forget to use the promo code Hunt the Homeless. 25% off, and it helps out the show.
Okay,
Promo
absolutely.
code HTH.
Yeah, this all sounds great. Sean, would you like to say anything in regards to this? Because it's the last time we're ever going to fucking mention him on this show.
If you all are wondering what the weird story was, don't worry. We have a plan for it to be told, but in a better delivery. So
it will come out. Yeah.
Please look forward to the better version of that story.
It absolutely will come out. Yeah. So
That's all I got, though.
That's all we got. Well, that's all we
Just
got.
end this shit. Let's get out of here.
Yep. Let's get out of here.
Do we cut here?
Yeah. You wait till after I say that.
No, I cut it before that. I've already cut it by this point.
Now we're just fucking rambling at this point. But thank you all for listening to us bitch and rant. And basically, it's just been a group therapy for us in regards to our problems and mistakes we made as a
Third
podcast.
group therapy this week.
So thank you all, and we will see you next time.